Once upon a time, there was a little girl who loved animals so much. She was really a beautiful little girl and cared so much about the animals. She especially loved little deer, and she would go to the forest and bring food and water and other wonderful things for the animals. She was very dear to them, and they loved her so much. She loved to go to the village with her grandfather to see the shops and the beautiful old houses and the tall buildings. And she loved to sit in the cafe and have a bowl of fruit and milk and watch the people going by walking down the street. The buildings were old and they had beautiful boxes of flowers outside the windows, and they were painted wonderful colors. It was one of her favorite things to do, and she loved visiting with her grandfather. She also loved to read books, and one day she spent the whole entire day reading a book of fairy tales from many different lands. She loved books and could travel all over the world in the stories that she read. One time she saw her mother praying with her little baby near her. She wondered if her mother was all right. Her mother was worried about other people in the village who were very poor and didn't have enough food. She was praying that she could find a way to help them. The little baby tried to help her mother. The little girl had a wonderful idea. They had a huge apple tree in their yard, and the apples were ready to be picked. The little girl said, "Mother, let's pick the apples and we can take them to all the people in the village who are needing food. I'm sure it would be very good for them and healthy, and it would help them to not be so sad." The mother thought it was a wonderful idea, so they went out to the yard and started picking the apples. It was so much fun, and they couldn't wait to take the apples to the village people. When they took the apples to the people in the village, one mother was so grateful. She looked up towards heaven and said, "Heavenly Father, please bless these wonderful, kind people for helping us. We've been so hungry, and my baby is so hungry and tired. Please bless them and help them for being so kind to us." The little girl and her mother almost started crying. They were so touched by the woman's prayer and by her sincerity and gratitude towards them. They thanked her and told her they would help her again as soon as they could. And the mother said, "Oh, thank you so much." And a smile crossed her face, and they were so glad. Later that day, the queen in the castle near the village heard about the plight of the poor people in the village. She felt so badly for them and decided to bring them lots and lots of food that would help them, and new clothes and blankets and toys for the children. And soon the whole village and all the people near the castle were putting together wonderful gifts of things for the villagers and got them together to take them to them. And the villagers were so grateful, and the people in the areas around the village invited the people from the village to come to their beautiful homes by the lake, and the queen even invited them to the castle and let them go in the boats on the wonderful tranquil lake, so that they could have something that would inspire them and heal their hearts and sad faces. And soon everyone was helping each other, and it was a wonderful day. And this continued for years and years, so that there were never any more poor people without food.